During second period, a girl I barely knew turned around, looked at me and whispered, "Why are you even here today? What do you mean?" I reached for my phone out of habit, but it had died on the bus, charger forgotten on my nightstand. She turned back around so fast, her braid whipped. And that's when I noticed the classroom, conversations dying mid-word, eyes flicking to me and bouncing away. A boy near the window had his phone under his desk, and the girl next to him shoved his shoulder and hissed, "Put it away, she's right there." Mrs. Van called roll and her voice snagged on my name. She looked at me for a second too long, the way you'd look at a cracked window. "Sweetheart, have you talked to anyone in the office this morning?" "No, should I? I'm not the right person," she said quietly. "Why don't you take your things?" My heart started doing something wrong in my chest. I grabbed my bag and went to find my best friend Nomi in the science wing. Through the door window, I pointed at her, and her teacher, a man who once wrote me up for being 90 seconds late, took one look at my face and waved her out with no pass, no questions. That's how I knew it was enormous. Teachers don't break rules for nothing. The second the door shut, Nomi wrapped around me like a seatbelt. "I'm so sorry," she said into my hair. "I'm so sorry." "For what?" I was crying already and I didn't even know the reason. That's the part I can't explain to people. My body knew before I did. "Somebody tell me what's going on. Is this about a rumor? What did I do?" She pulled back and her face was destroyed. "You didn't do anything. Let's get you to the office, please." The secretary saw me coming and didn't ask a single question, just slid the sign-out clipboard across the counter with her lips pressed together. And at the far desk, filling out paperwork in his reflective work vest, was my Uncle Dario. Uncle Dario lives 50 minutes away. It was 9:40 on a Tuesday. When he saw me, his whole body flinched. The clipboard clattered off the desk. Then he crossed the office in 3 steps and crushed me into a hug that smelled like diesel and cold air, and he was shaking. This man who once reset his own dislocated finger at a cookout. He took me into the little conference room with the motivational posters, sat me down, held both my hands. "There's no soft way, baby," he said. "Your dad was on a job yesterday afternoon. The trench they were working in gave way. My father digs and lays water mains, 22 years. He has a hard hat with my kindergarten stickers still on it. They worked for 3 hours to get to him," Uncle Dario said, and his voice came apart in the middle. "He didn't make it, sweetheart. He was gone last night." The room went white at the edges. Yesterday. I'd stayed at my cousin's Monday night for her birthday. My phone died. I'd gotten on the bus this morning complaining about a math quiz, and my father had been gone for 12 hours, and somehow an entire school knew before I did. "What rumor?" I whispered. "Everyone keeps looking at me." "What is everyone looking at?" Uncle Dario looked like the question physically hurt him. "Someone across the street streamed the rescue. It got picked up everywhere last night. Local pages. Everywhere." He squeezed my hands. "There's nothing terrible to see, honey. It's far away. It's just the sight and the cruise. But you can hear him. He was talking to the rescue guys the whole first hour. Calm as anything. You know how he is." And then he told me the part that broke me in half and also, somehow, is the only thing holding me together. On the stream, clear as day, my dad's voice comes up out of that trench, steady, and he tells the foreman, "Somebody call my kid's school before this hits the internet. Her phone's always dead. I don't want her finding out from a screen." The school got the call at 8:02 this morning. The video went viral at 9. They were still deciding how to pull me out of class gently when a girl with a braid beat them to it. He was buried under 6 feet of collapsed earth, and his first 60 seconds of air went to my dead phone battery. That was 4 months ago. Our town did something I'll never forget. Hundreds of people mass reported every repost until the video basically vanished from the internet. The foreman visits us. He can't finish a coffee without crying, and my mom just refills it. I keep my phone charged now. Full battery, always. It's not about the phone. It's the last thing he ever asked anyone for, so it's mine to keep.